Happy Tuesday. I am so glad that you're here, and I am so excited to talk to you. I don't have any props this time. It's just me and you and my cup of coffee, and I am so excited to talk to you about the topic of today. So first and foremost, I want to say I had the immense privilege of working for Alana Terry for about 5 years, and also Jamie Hampton. They are amazing women of God. They are godly women. They love God with all their heart. They're humble. They're funny. They're prayer warriors. They are just really, truly amazing sisters in Christ. And so I started to work for Alana. Like I said, I worked for her for about 5 years. And I worked with Jamie for about 3, maybe. I'm not positive exactly. But I absolutely loved what I did for them, with them. And they are just, like I said, amazing women. Well, to my surprise, at the end of last year, I still follow her. I still get all kinds of things. In fact, I bought her latest book, something about the Leviathan. I will put the link for that down below. And I haven't had a chance to read it yet, but when I do, I will let you know. But to my surprise, she started, well, she already has the Praying Christian Women podcast. I would highly, highly recommend that. One of the things that I got to do was to help bring authors to be interviewed for the show. Amazing interviews they have, like amazing authors, amazing guests. It's absolutely wonderful. So I highly, highly recommend it. If you want to be encouraged in your prayer life, if you want to come alongside other Christian women and learn how to pray deeper, and just expand your prayer life, I highly recommend checking out the Praying Christian Women podcast. And again, I will have the link for that below. I'm going to link the website so that you can not only get the podcast, but you can see all of the other wonderful things that they have for that. Now, to my surprise, at the end of last year, she came out with the Christian True Crime Junkies. I knew that she loved true crime before, but she and Jamie started a Christian True Crime Junkie podcast. It is so awesome. My daughter absolutely loves true crime podcasts. However, they're not necessarily the most godly. And so I tend to stay away from those types of things because I try to be very careful about what I put in my mind. Whatever is true, whatever is holy, whatever is pure, whatever is lovely, think on these things. And I try really hard to do that. But that doesn't mean that I don't love me a great murder mystery. I made a vow to God when my daughter was really young, because he asked me one day, he said, Sherry, do you want your daughter as she grows up to see these kind of books laying around the house? Now, I didn't read smut, but I also didn't read Christian books. I didn't even really know, well, let me back up. I read Christian nonfiction books all the time, but I really didn't know that there was such a wide variety of Christian fiction. I knew there were some, but they were all like cookie cutter to me, so they were boring. Like girl meets boy, they fall in love, they get into a fight, they fall in love again, happily ever after. That's just not me. If you've read any of my books, you know that I'm not cookie cutter, and I don't like just, everyone knows how it's going to end. Not saying that those types of books don't have a time and a place, and some of those authors are amazing authors and they just suck me right in, but that's just not me. And so I didn't realize the vast array of Christian fiction that was out there. And when I made that vow to God, when I told him that I was going to only read non-Christian fiction, Christian fiction, true stories. So like that included crime true stories, that included biographies, that included memoirs. Those didn't have to be Christian per se, but I was only going to read Christian fiction. So fast forward 20 some odd years, and I'm very careful with what I listen to as well, because I want to make sure that I'm putting the right things in my mind, because I am an easily influenced person. So I want to make sure that I'm honoring God, and I'm very, like, if I listened, I had to stop listening to the news 10, 15 years ago, because it would put me in the worst mood. We would put it on in the morning so that we could see the weather. But in order to get to the weather, you had to go through all of the news as well. And I just chronically was in a bad mood. I was either worried, I was stressed, I was angry. It did not bode well to start my morning right. And so I just had to stop watching the news. And we just don't watch the news anymore. We don't have the time. Our season is different. And so I'm just very careful about what I put in my mind. Well, the Christian True Crime Junkies podcast is amazing. Like, it is perfect. It feeds that memoir, true crime, true story part of me that I love, but I don't have to worry that it's going to be too graphic, or it's going to be full of swear words, or, just leave me angry instead of leaving me excited for the next podcast. So I just wanted to come on today, and I wanted to encourage you. If you're somebody who wants to reignite your prayer life, or deepen your prayer life, or expand your prayer life, or join a community of people who love to pray. Maybe you're a great prayer intercessor and you want to have a community like that. Head over to the Praying Christian Women Praying Christian Women website, and then you'll see the podcast on there too, and everything else that they feature. So highly, highly recommend that. You will be blessed beyond measure. If you are somebody like my daughter who loves true crime podcasts, somebody like me who likes true crime podcasts, or true stories, or made for TV movies, all of those wonderful things, but you don't want the smut, you don't want the graphic nature, you don't want the swear words, then check out Christian True Crime Junkies. And I'm going to put a few different links below. I really don't understand how podcasts work, to be honest with you. I host one with Kara Hunt. Well, Kara Hunt is the host. I'm the co-host. And I don't understand the technical part. I just show up every week. She takes care of all the rest. She's amazing. So I don't really understand. Like, I know they're on all these different platforms and so forth. So I found the ones that I could find, or I listed the ones that I could find. But you might be able to find it other places too. But I just wanted you to have access to the Christian True Crime Junkies. I have found books, because they have highlighted some true crime that were made into books. So I have found books that I've loved reading since that. I have found some amazing, fascinating stories. And I'll tell you what, it sure makes cleaning the house so much easier. It makes me enjoy wanting to cook and wanting to clean. I really don't like cleaning. I'll be the first to admit it. But it makes it exciting. So if you like any of those kind of things, I really, truly just wanted to highlight that today, and just let you know that they do an amazing job, and you will be entertained. You will learn stuff. And it's just great. So I couldn't not share it, because it's blessing me, and I wanted to throw it out there so that it could bless you as well. So if you liked this video, hit the like button. If you would subscribe, I would greatly appreciate it. If you want to share it with a friend, I'd be truly honored. And all of the links will be below, so you can just check those out there as well. Have a great day. Have a wonderful week, and I will talk to you next week.